$320,936.
Doesn't make it any better.
Oh, God, no. Sweden. Hope the house doesn't
Do
fall.
you need to vote on this?
Yeah, so we just need to vote to submit two override ballot questions to the town clerk. The first for $287,138 to the Neshoba Valley Technical High School, and the second for $1,320,936 for the North Middlesex Regional School District.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Tracy Morse, yes?
Josh Yank, yes.
Painfully, Chad Sexton Duranian, yes.
So,
So I have a question, so am I sending this off now?
yeah, as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna print out this memo and give it to you.
We're not waiting for town meeting, we're doing it.
No, we're doing this now, because we have to, in order to do it on the 11th, I think you need it by tomorrow. You have to have it
Okay.
35 days in advance, I believe.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't wanna get the ball in motion if it's not,
Yeah,
Set
no,
in
I think
stone.
timing wise, 35 days from the 11th is tomorrow.
Unless you got $1 million in your budget you wanna get back.
It's got it in her back pocket.
Okay, so we can move on.
Yep.
We're all set with the warrants and all of that, right? Okay. Work session 5.0, discuss and vote to accept the town administrator resignation. You all have received the resignation. I had already asked Eric if we didn't accept it, but it doesn't really matter. But I personally want to say I appreciate all the help that you're doing right now, and I know that it's a very uncomfortable situation, but you've done a heck of a job here, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you for your time, it's been fun, been entertaining.
There you go. That's all I'm looking for, right?
Appreciate it.
Thank you, I appreciate it. The one thing that, if you don't mind, Chaz, that I had brought up is, in order to make sure that the town administrator budget line does not get overdrawn by a vacation payout, I would be requesting the board vote to authorize my last day to be June 7th.
Would that require a separate vote?
I think we just have to vote that right now to authorize the town administrator's last day be June 7th.
Right, so we accept what the vote would be, well, I'll entertain a motion to accept, the town administrator's resignation to be effective on June 7th.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Tracy Morse, no?
What?
Josh Yank, yeah.
Sexton Duranian.
You outdid me once again, guys.
Yeah, now it'll be all over Facebook.
Now, all over Facebook, we don't treat you right. We don't treat her, we treat her wrong, right? Please, get a grip.
So the next item, is I have, taken the liberty, since you two were gone, to, prepare with Sabrina, to get ready for a town administrator search committee. We did put, we updated what we had 2 years ago, and we put it all in SharePoint. I think you guys are looking at it. I kinda activated the posting it went out on May 1st. To get the posting out, I wanted to get it out to MMA, and we've also posted it on Indeed. We already have some candidates that are responding to it. But the search committee, that's what I wanna talk about first of all. The search committee is, we posted a vacancy for 5. And I just wanna make sure with you guys that we, if you wanna keep it the same as how we had it before, if you wanted to make any changes, I just didn't wanna make that decision without checking with you guys.
I think
I'm
five's
fine,
good number.
fine, like the way it was.
So, I guess I'll entertain a motion to vote to reactivate the town administrator search committee as
So moved.
posted.
Second.
Moved and second, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Teresa A. Marsh, yes?
Pershank, yes.
Chad Sexton Duranian, yes.
What's gonna be the makeup of it?
We asked for, volunteer forms,
Okay.
and then we voted on it, is how we did it last time. So I think the ones we had, we just picked with the people that showed interest in it. We then picked the five that we felt were, and then voted on that. That's how we did it last time. Also, since that area, I have been in contact with Ross. Ross has been, helped us out last time when we needed an interim. And he has, I don't know why, but he expressed interest in again to help us out. And again, I did take the liberty to have conversations with Ross in regards to if he was interested. Eric and I then had conversations with Ross in regards to allowing him to come in and help us out until we actually find another town administrator. So, having said that, we had to make a decision while you both were away that we did not want to create a conflict of interest in regards to his municipal aggregation contract. So we terminated that contract with Ross's agreement so that we could enter into an agreement that is in SharePoint in regards to Ross, as far as that's concerned. And I don't think there's any issues with either one of those, is there?
There's not much happening in the municipal aggregation right now.
Yeah.
Anything that does come up, presumably I would cover as the interim,
Mhm.
and when the interim contract is no longer needed, I'd be interested in reestablishing the aggregation contract with you, but that's something we can discuss.
We can
Couple months from
discuss
now.
that at a later time, but I agree. I mean, you've done a lot of work for us thus far. We're actually finally getting some tread on that particular action, so, I agree with that. So, having said that, do you want to set a motion and then discuss, or? Do you want to
Sure.
discuss now?
We can wait either way. I do wanna discuss it.
Yeah, okay. So I will entertain a motion to appoint Ross Perry as an interim town administrator effective June 2nd.
June 3rd or June 2nd?
June third.
3rd, sorry.
Third is Monday.
You wanna come in on Sunday?
Sure.
So moved?
Second.
Yeah, discussion, Teresa.
Yeah, I'm certainly have no problem with this, with the effective date. My only concern is we've seen, of interest, I know we've been catching a lot of interest. How long do we anticipate that it's going to take to fill that slot?
That's a good question, and I could do one of two things. I could tell you I don't know, or I could say, pull out my crystal ball. What we have is we've posted, what we did before, the last time, is we posted, we didn't get a lot of, responses, or we had some responses, and I think we then posted again for a second time. So we can continue this until the candidate pool, that would be something that the selection committee, or the, town administrator search committee would be, making that determination. We would be asking for the search committee to give us, 3, viable candidates that, meet all the qualifications that we put in for the job posting. So.
Just from a candidate's perspective, the important part is to realize you apply, there's at least a month generally between the time you apply and the time the interviews happen. Then there's the negotiation of the contract, then there's the giving of notice at your current job. And anybody who's in the position that's likely to come into this is likely not gonna be I'm given a week or 2 weeks notice to the person.
I think we gave 3 months, I think, do you remember?
I think it was 3 or 4 months we had that.
From the
active
time we
work.
posted, or the time that we established the search committee, we put a timeline of about 3 or 4 months. I can't remember how we did it last time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see we have a lot of people interested, and hopefully it goes a little faster, but I didn't understand that the steps up.
So I see a lot of those applications, but you gotta sign into a LinkedIn account, and I don't have one, so are they gonna get printed out, so?
We won't see any until we get,
Shouldn't see any.
yeah, that's what I wanted to let you guys know.
Yeah, we should be reviewing them,
Correct,
that's what I thought.
correct. There needed to be an email account that had, visibility to it, and it was put as the selectman mailbox, but I have established the mailbox with the password on there.
Mine are coming right through to my selectmen.
Yeah,
I'm not
they'll
gonna-
come in, but
Oh.
if you click on the thing to look at the resume, it'll ask you for the password.
No, it's coming right up.
It brings you right into the resumes. Okay, well, don't look at that.
Don't look at it.
I got that, I will
Yeah,
look at it.
and that's, I wasn't really, I've never really had to be on the administrative portion.
Maybe
of-
because I have an Indeed account, maybe you'd automatically.
Yeah, if you have an Indeed account, you'll get them.
Yeah,
It thinks you're authorized.
okay. So, how,
I just won't look.
what I've been doing, cause.
But I will admit, I have looked at it.
Yeah,
like,
and I-
before you sent that message. I
Yeah,
did
I'm
look
only
at it.
taking the resumes on there and I'm putting them into into SharePoint, for the selection committee like I did last time. Each person that, submits to there is assigned a candidate number, so that when, the search committee reviews those, they talk at candidate 5, candidate 7, they don't talk about names.
Right, yeah.
And the only time that names will come up in an open meeting would be, when we've come down to the finals.
Well, I'm just very pleased to see we have such interest, that's a good sign, things are going nice and down.
And then it's up to the search committee to look at qualifications, so
Right.
I'm gonna reserve comment on that. I just, it's, you never know nowadays.
Right.
So as far as what I've done thus far, so that for full transparency, is that I have, basically, done a letter that says that we've received your resume, just to let them know that we've received it, and it basically, is saying that, we're working on a timeline, and as municipalities are, it's not the most rapid one. Just so that they know we've received it, and somebody will get back to them. And then it'll be up to the search committee to decide how they wanna.
So the search committee, is there gonna be a certain makeup of who's gonna be involved? Like police department, fire department, how are we doing?
Well, on the search committee?
On the search committee?
The search committee is a volunteer, like we did last time. And then on the volunteer, they're going to, I guess, basically talk to everybody that's in there, or, narrow it down, do what they need to do, and recommend 3 candidates to the Board of Selectmen. So, anybody who's interested in it says in the job posting as well, for, just submit a volunteer form, and then we decide who the committee will
But
be.
it was 5 volunteers, you didn't have any requirements for the search committee that there was a member from the senior citizen community, a member from the police community, a member from fire, no, just 5.
I got voluntold, and I was the chair for it, so that's how it worked.
And
Well,
most-
I
most
went
of
in
this-
as a member of the Board of Selectmen, but then I was voluntold that I was the chair for it, which I don't wanna be that this time.
And one other question on Ross, I'm always up, question. Does the contract that he's currently under, does that stay in place until June 7th?
We
No, it's
terminated.
already terminated.
Terminated as of
Okay.
Friday,
Thank you.
just so there wouldn't be any conflict as of today and the day of the appointment. The other thing we would need to do is, and Ross and I talked about it, is vote, I think there would need to be a vote to have Ross be the chief procurement officer, and also to have Ross be our liaison with, for municipal aggregation.
Yep, I did put a list in there, I didn't print it out there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, here it is. To appoint the interim as procurement officer, also the board's representative and signee on municipal electricity aggregation. Appoint as we'll discuss if we need to appoint him as a hearing officer as of June second. That Sabrina and I will continue as the gatekeeper of the Guardian. It sounds really weird, but.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, I know. And then in June, we had to make sure that we have limited hours, for the interim to get us over the fiscal year '24 into fiscal year '25. And those were the areas of concern that we all had, and I just wanted to make sure that we're not overspending that budget.
Okay.
That's not me. The only thing I can point out is I'm taking a vacation from the 1st of July to the 12th.
The first to the 12th?
Plus the weekends, but you don't, doesn't matter here. I won't be here the first 2 weeks of July. In case that enters into your consideration.
Well, we'll think about that. That's fine. Fine with me.
All right, so, all those in favor?
Teresa A. Marsh, yes?
Joe Shank, yes.
Chad Sexton Duranian, yes.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Thank you, I think.
So I do think the motion was just to appoint him as the interim TA, so we do need to do the subsequent.
Right, so I'll entertain a motion, I can combine these all together, can I?
Well, we already did the one for the interim TA, to appoint Ross as the interim TA.
Yeah.
That was the one you just voted
No,
on.
I'm saying
You could
procurement officer
Yes,
and
those
all
you
that.
can all combine, and I don't think we need to do a hearing officer. I've been here 2 years and I've never had to be a hearing officer, so.
And I was.
Please knock on wood.
Not to do that, but I prefer not to do that.
So
You
that
prefer
works.
not to?
Yeah, that's something you can do ad hoc.
We'll figure that out. So I'll entertain a motion now to appoint Ross Perry as procurement officer effective June second, 2024, and to be the board's representative and signee on the municipal electricity aggregation officer effective May 6th, 2024. And that's it.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion on that? All those in favor?
Teresa A. Marsh, yes?
Joe Shank, yes.
Chad Sexton Duranian, yes. And do we need to vote on the contract now, or that's the contract where?
Well, if you don't vote on it now, we would need to have a subsequent vote on it, but that would, we have meetings between now and the second.
I didn't see it, how you, was it on SharePoint? No, I didn't see it.
Okay.
And I kinda like to see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Now let's vote it in.
I think what we should do
Thanks,
is,
Ross.
we should plan on voting on the contract on the 21st.
Okay, I'm good with that.
That would give time, everybody, you guys all have a chance to read it, and Ross has a chance to triple check it, and make sure we didn't squeeze anything sneaky.
I think the only thing that would be controversial is the hourly rate, and then the number of hours, I'll work the number of hours you want, but,
Okay.
you know.
Minimum wage has gone up, so don't worry.
Wow. See what you did there.
Well, and you know that my hours, I mean, you picked 19, maybe that was a budget issue, but you don't need to worry about triggering health insurance, because I'm not looking for the town's health insurance. So if it goes over the 20 hours, I'm not gonna come asking for health insurance. And hopefully it's not gonna be 40 hours.
We're hoping not either. So I'm good with that, and then we can put that on the 21st.
Yeah.
5.3 announcements and communications. There was two things that I just wanted to throw in front of the board. We had notification from MRPC, Montechusett Regional Planning Commission. This is for I have been the representative for MRPC, and I do not have a problem taking that on again. There's a couple of meetings that are coming up very shortly, and I wanted to get this into them as soon as they can. So so if you two don't have a problem with that. Also the transportation through MRPC as well.
I'm good with that. If you wanna take it on?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna keep that, this is all part of a lot of the things that we've been doing for the past year, and their vote's coming up, and I wanna be a part of that if you don't have a problem. You okay with that? Okay. Alright, so, Sabrina, we can put that through. Any other announcements for either one of you?
I just wanna announce the Women's Veteran Network had their annual convention this weekend at the Doubletree in Leominster. Natalie Cole was there, she had a table setting up representing her services she offers to women veterans and all veterans in Townsend. It was very busy, she got to talk to a lot of people. There was 175 people in attendance, female veterans in attendance. She also got to work with a lot of other VSOs and kind of learn tricks from the trade. Senator Cronin was there, he stopped by to say hello to her and I, and good time had by all.
Good.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, 5.4, next meeting is 5/7/24 at 6 PM, which is tomorrow at 6 PM. Hopefully that'll be an abbreviated meeting. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this done today, so that we can have a quick one before, town meeting. And I'll entertain a motion to review and sign payroll and bills payable warrants out of session.
So moved,
Second.
All those in favor?
Teresa Marsh, yes?
Frank, yes.
Chad Sexton Duranian, yes. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.